My name is Roger Smith, and I run the histology program here at the Career Center and also our new cells program here at the Career Center. A lot of people are confused about what histotechnology really is. What histotechnology is the study of tissues on microscope slides. Basically here we train students to prepare tissue biopsies to be able to be diagnosed by a pathologist who is a doctor on a microscope slide. CELS stands for Career Education and Laboratory Sciences. Our CELS program covers other areas like microbiology, immunology, molecular biology.
I've always been interested in the medical field, for as long as I can remember. And then when I came here, our school does a visit every year for the Career Center, and I found this program, and it just seemed so cool to me, you actually work hands-on with tissue.
We've got brain and heart and organs like that, but we've also got, I think, probably my favorite is the GI system, the large intestine, the small intestine, and the colon.
We first get the tissue specimens, and we have to do this thing called gross cutting, where we make little portions of the tissue, in an affected area that we think may be cancerous, and then we put it through a processor which removes all the water and just keeps it from decomposing. And then we embed it in a block of paraffin wax, which just makes it stable. So when we section it, we make thin sections out of it, and then we put those on microscopes, and then we stain those, and then we look at them under microscopes.
But it's really neat to look at how the tissues are all different. And when you hear about it in school, when you learn about anatomy or whatever in 8th grade, and then you come here and you go, oh my gosh, that's actually what that looks like. It's really weird.
I feel with a hands-on learning style, it's just more real. I feel like you get experience, and so you better understand how things work and why you're doing certain things, and it just sticks with you better. You understand how things work more.
It's really interesting because it gives it an aspect that in regular high school you would never be able to get your hands on that sort of thing. Some of the equipment that we've been able to use, really high-tech stuff that you could see in hospitals and you would wonder, oh, what does that do? Well, it's like now you know. It's just, it gives you a whole new perspective on that kind of area.
A lot of my students, when they come here, they say they like to be at the Career Center because of the hands-on aspect. A lot of the program is hands-on. I would say probably at least 50% of the time. Some of the resources that we have here, we have a lot more equipment than home schools would necessarily have, so their experience here can be a much richer experience.
I think one of my favorite things about this class and the Career Center is that there's such an effort made that you do understand the material, that you know that when you do go get a job, you're actually going to know what you're doing.
What makes the program so unique is that it's the only one in the United States that enrolls high school students. The other programs are university-based. Our students earn 20 free credits from Lansing Community College that are articulated. In total, they earn 24 credits, which is a great head start for them. Nationwide, the job outlook is great. I mean, students can literally go anywhere in the United States that they want to once they pass their national certification test. I had 5 graduates last year, and all 5 were able to get jobs within 6 months of graduation, right out of high school.
I plan on going into biotechnology and bioengineering, probably in the agricultural side. So when you're looking at the seeds and the animals that you would be doing work on, I would assume that there's definitely histology involved in that.
I plan to work as a histotechnician throughout college and grad school if that's possible, because then I plan on going to med school and furthering my education and becoming a surgeon. So it would be a great job to work through college.
The advice that I give for potential students is make sure you have those classes out of the way. Chemistry, biology, and math by the time you reach your junior year. Those are important classes in terms of getting into the program, but also when you go on to college if you're interested in the medical career. Students can get involved in the program by signing up for 10th grade visits that we have each fall. Students basically get to come to the Career Center, check out any programs that they're interested in. They can sign up for my class, and they can come here and learn about how we really operate, get to see some of the students in action in the lab. They can also contact their counselors at their home schools, and they can set up a meeting.
It's just really personal, and you get a lot of hands-on experience and a lot of one-on-one time with your instructor. It's just an all-around great experience.
My name is Linda Neff. I'm Assistant Professor of Insurance and Risk Management at Olivet College. and a big portion of my duties is to lead the Eaton Independent School District high school students who are studying insurance and risk management here at Farm Bureau Insurance. The Insurance and Risk Management program takes place right here at Farm Bureau headquarters, and it's a partnership between the Eaton Independent School District, Farm Bureau, and Olivet College as we strive to have a great learning experience for those high school students who express an interest in insurance. As far as I know, it's one of the first programs in the country that focuses at the high school level on students who maybe knew nothing about insurance. In fact, probably they didn't know anything about insurance before starting this program. The advantages that they get by joining the program is, first of all, learning a lot about insurance. They get high school credits for the program. Upon successful completion of the year, they also get 9 college credits with Olivet College, so it gives them a great boost start into their collegiate careers. And hopefully they find the program to be exciting enough and intriguing enough to want to pursue at least thinking about a career in insurance.
I was first interested in it because I've always known I want to do business, and my swim coach took us out to a seminar that EISD was putting on at Olivet, and I was really interested in the program because of the opportunities it offers. We've got our own netbook, so we're allowed to do a lot more online work than the normal classroom would offer, and our teacher gets a lot of guest speakers in, so we get first-hand accounts of everything. It really gives us the feel of coming into work almost every day, so I like that aspect.
My name is Jim Robinson. I'm Executive Vice President of Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company. One of the things we really encourage is learning from all across and exposure to our industry, and learning in particular at younger ages. So we can not only educate but also inform students about our industry. And there are many career opportunities, and we just want to make students aware of what those opportunities are.
Some of the things that we've done in class include going to the mock interviews with the college students, which was pretty interesting, and participating in Business Professionals of America, which was pretty interesting because we got to compete in events that were business related. It was pretty interesting to see all the different companies that would be considered part of the insurance industry. There was a lot of banks and credit unions and that kind of thing. And most of the business professionals, we walked into there thinking, oh, it's just for practice and everything, but it ended up being for real. A few people have gotten callbacks and things like that. Throughout the year, the Insurance and Risk Management program also creates some unique field trip opportunities for the students. And one thing that the students got to do was mock interviews at Olivet College. They actually joined the traditional Insurance and Risk Management college students, and employers came to Olivet College, volunteered their time to do mock interviews with students, and the high school students had the opportunity to get right in there and compete with the college students and to try out their skills and just hone and develop those skills for how do you talk to an employer in a job interview.
The only thing I would add is the partnership with Olivet College and with the Eaton Intermediate School District. It has been a blessing. Really, the only thing that Farm Bureau Insurance has done is we've offered a facility for the students to come, and it's so refreshing every morning at 7:30 to see the school bus out in front of our building. And we have a lot of employees here, nearly 700 people, and I've had a lot of inquiries and questions about what's going on, and it's really fun to explain what this program is, and then also we can utilize some of the expertise that we have in our building to supplement the classroom learning that Olivet College and Linden Neff offer. And I think that that's been a great experience not only for the students, I hope, but also for our employees to get involved. And so the partnership between the three has really been a wonderful one, and hopefully a model for future programs.
Allied Health is a program that gives the students a chance to kind of get their feet wet to see if a health career is something that would work for them.
I chose Allied Health because my junior year I took anatomy and physiology at my high school, and we don't offer another health class, and I heard this was a good program to get into.
It gives the students a chance to explore both what health is in general as far as the different available facilities to work in healthcare, different careers that are out there in healthcare, and then also some prevention and maintenance that they can use both for their patients and for their own selves.
I chose Allied Health because I am interested in going into the health field, and I wanted to get a little taste of the start of what going into the health field would be like.
I'm not going to have to take another Allied Health class through LCC. I'm already going to have this credit, and that's just one less credit I'm going to have to take.
The instructors are fun. They're very enthusiastic, and they have a lot of stories to tell, so it's really interesting.
The first year is going to be just one academic year, so you can take it as both a junior or a senior, and then you can apply to come back to the second year program. We only take 10 students into that second year program.
The second year is a really good test to see if you really want to go into the health field and what area you want to go into. It will give you a better understanding of what the different places do.
In Allied Health, that one is 2 hours a day. We meet every day in St. John's. We have students coming from all 6 school districts here in Clinton County, and we also have some students that come from Shiawassee County as well.
My favorite part about Allied Health is just being able to do the clinical skills. Most classes in high school, you just sit in the desk and you just learn, but this class, it's hands-on. I mean, yeah, we still have to learn, but at least one day through the week we're learning another clinical skills, such as taking blood pressure or learning to wash our hands the correct way.
First year is a lot of book work. We do classes in medical terminology. We talk about anatomy, physiology, disease processes. They do a lot of clinical skills. We learn things that would be universal across many different health careers.
I'd say about 70% of the class is lecture and 30% is hands-on. I mean, we still learn a lot, but at the same time, we're hands-on too.
Probably see us, we'll be making beds. We've learned how to do that properly. We learned how to wash our hands properly. We learned how to take a temperature and how to take a blood pressure, all that kind of stuff, how to do wheelchair transfer.
They also learn how to care for themselves. We do body fat analysis. We talk about healthy diets and exercise programs. So it's both things that they will learn that they could use for themselves and take for the rest of their lives, as well as apply to patient care.
I've pretty much liked it all, but I think it was interesting in OR. I think everyone kind of wants to see surgeries and see everything that goes on there. And I liked working with the special needs children. I thought it was just really cool being able to work with them.
Well, I think that as far as challenging, that's probably individual. Some students thrive in being challenged. Maybe they feel that because this is of interest to them, it's not as challenging. I think that one thing they're learning is that when the class is interesting to them, it's a little bit easier even when it's challenging. So it's kind of nice to see them say, oh, I really like it. It's hard. I have to work, but I enjoy what I'm learning.
Honestly, I think I like learning everything. You'd probably expect the hands-on part, but I like learning all the information.
Their students are learning how important spelling is. Word is not going to pick up some of these medical terms, and they have to know how to spell it themselves. They're seeing that there are a lot of ways to spell words, that being off by one letter totally changes the meaning.
The most challenging part about this class is the word parts for MedTerm. There's so many words, and she kind of expects you to know it, and you don't know what word part is going to show up on a test.
So we want to hold their hand and help them get ready, but at the same point, they have to have some responsibility. Because they are college students, they use a college program. It's their responsibility to make up any work that they're missing. So they're finding that they can't just blow off and not be here, that they do have responsibilities, that they realize that this is what's going to happen to them when they enter college, and this is giving them a good head start.